Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law is really breaking the law, but you want to go up. We know it. Well, let's get educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern your people. You love to hear you go for my yaka. Yes. Because you're talking about the one that is talking to us. So you are telling to me that you're talking about because a budget. Oh, you can be talking to the president. It's not a good thing. Yes. They're happy. Saying that you are not happy to you. When you are not going to betray, you're talking about or betray and great people and lie to them. You're talking about not to be person. You understand? Don't say you're not talking about you're talking about. You go look for you're talking about that. You're not going to lie. You go for you're talking about. You're not just hospital, you're talking about for that. You know what's going on, you're talking about for that. They see that you're for that, you're talking about. They're for that, you're talking about. Anything people are power, people are young. Then you say, what are the way you not to tell the country, they for what? You say you're going to talk about what you're going to country. Now you're calling it more for your family. People are dying every day. You said the president probably is the most around.
Indeed, to move absolutely after the whole election at in my corner. If you hear my preaching most Sunday, you will conclude that I'm right. Will you rescue as a nomenclature after winning? The broadcaster don't even answer my phone. They don't pick me up. They don't let me down. They don't even have time. I don't talk. Yeah, I don't talk because God knows why it's happening. And everything I will accept it because our son who is vice president to him from Nimba, the Nimba people will not understand if I start hating on Boyka. The Senate started a trap for Boyka. When we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Bedia to where and said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house. So they went talking away, some kind of thing they did. But I think they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing. Yeah. Then they sent it to the Senate. Then something happened. Wow. All of them almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kum, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with money. You're right. He benefited. You're right. Then after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he want to persecute us. He's not going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kung? Then Kung said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from Kung offered, my own son offered that I went and sign a resolution. I have many things to why you did this. You know what they told me? No. Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
I called you Rescue One. Do you think I really believe that at 80 years old you would be able to rescue this country? We embellished it. You know, when you are a sales representative, when you are a salesperson, you're selling a commodity or a product. Your job is to embellish that product. They say, "Fanting won't say or fish or bony ratting." Did you think I knew, or did you think I mistook you for a rescuer?
An old man who belongs to the dustbin of our history with a cake views. A man who cannot even operate a laptop computer. No, we settled. We made a compromise on you. That's what we did. We settled. We compromised. And we believed you were a good man, and we were sympathetic towards you. We in All Liberian Party. And after we sold you and touted you about and projected you as though you could rescue this country, and we called you Rescue One. How could you rescue the country when you could not even rescue your own finances? 12 years as vice president, we had to be begging for money all over the place, raising money to sustain you. What contacts did you establish as vice president? What? It shows today. Everyone can see your campaign. It's a dysfunctional juggernaut led by people who have bought into this hype which we created, hype which we are sucking the life out of now. We will suck the life out of you. Knock the wind out of your sail. The wind we put in your sail, we'll take it back. How dare you call us insignificant when you were in political nobody after 2017, and we resurrected that dead political carcass of yours. You show us ingratitude and wickedness. Well, falling out with George, we did fundamental. The issues about which we disagree with us, we are still issues that we're concerned about. But we're not here to give you power so that you turn him over to Jeremiah King, Prince Johnson. Jeremiah is a Liberian citizen. If he wishes to run for president, it is his right to run for president. But to hide behind he and his warlord, his murdering, fanatical, deranged, unstable warlord godfather. We're not going to give the country to a warlord. Everybody used Prince Johnson in this country. Ellen used him to come to power. Joshua used him too. But neither Ellen nor we have brought Prince Johnson this close as you, You know what, you reach out to me. And we were so little. I will show you as well. He said, Henry, now he has been milking. Let milk the man. He said, Henry, can you get like that? You rent me. Do you think you can get Alex to donate $300,000 to the foundation? He's trying to make it look like it's money for the. We're not going to give the country to a warlord. Everybody used Prince Johnson in this country. Ellen used him to come to power. Joshua used him too. But neither Ellen nor we have brought Prince Johnson this close as you, Joe Walker, have brought. You know what, Joe Walker? Subsequently, Joseph Walker reached out to me. And for the week or so later, I have that proof here too. I will show you as well. He said, Henry, and he has sent someone to give us cow, the milk. Let milk the man. He said, Henry, can you get like that? You already, my dependable nephew. Do you think you can get Alex to donate $300,000 to the GMB Foundation? He's trying to make it money for the foundation. But he doesn't want to say for coming to get money. Do you?
One more freedom for one more freedom for when they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they killed their time, they changed their mind. When they killed their time, they changed their mind.
Oh, yes, indeed.
What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters.
Another day.
What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you rape.
What a good day.
They are freedom.
It feels.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
And of course, a pleasant opportunity.
Freedom fighter, you destroy our country.
to be back behind these microphones to engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. Cool Tuesday. Very cool. And it's a great weather as well. So from wherever you are this morning, what a pleasant way we'd like to welcome you to the Tuesday morning edition of Liberia's most informative breakfast platform, Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, just wherever you are this morning on our voice. Whether you were there in the southeast, central Liberia, western Liberia, eastern. Good morning, good morning, good morning, welcome. The voices that inspire, the voices that inspire hope, and of course, speak to the most core issues, the most pertinent issues about the progress of our one republic. Yes, indeed, we are back to engage and engage. Good morning to our friends in the diaspora. It's good to have you join us as always. Thanks a lot. Today, as always, there are too many things to talk about. Lots of things going on in the country. And yes, the president returned on yesterday. So yes, the president is back. Mr. Joseph Newman Boakai, the old man from Watsonga, is back. So we'd like to say good morning, welcome to Mr. Joseph Newman Boakai, Senior and President of the Republic of Liberia. Papa, we got lots and lots of juicy issues to talk about this morning. It's good that you're back. So too many things. The regime has succumbed. The masses has won victory. The people voices have won against the repressive, extortionist policy introduced by the regime. And of course, it's victory for everybody. It's victory for us critical voices, championing and advocating against draconian policies, clearly designed to extort and take money from the people, to settle the bills of the elites in power. Oh yes, the whole national ID card stuff should be voluntary. That has been a campaign that was initiated right on this radio by a student leader, William Sando. Credit to William Sando, of course, who began the process and said, look, veteran, this thing here, times are hard. And in fact, some of what we are seeing, we believe these things. If the government so believe that it must happen, let them pay for the process or lobby. They said they had the capacity. Let them lobby for money and pay and cover the cost of enrolling every Liberian. So where has the experiences of the president gone to? The connections. You'll be saying now, really making sure more blah blah. The loose talking old man. But yes, folks. On the flip side, at 9 o'clock this morning, we will welcome in our studio former LDA Director Colonel A.B. Kuma, of course. Will speak to us about his latest court triumph
One more freedom fighter.
over the notorious Fadiga brothers, known for all of them incendiary comments, defamation, political cluelessness.
When they were coming,
And for AB, he called it a buster. So he took a flight to the court,
when they were coming, they
pressing defamation charges.
but when they killed
And the court ruled
they changed their
victory for AB.
they killed their man.
The court has required
Changed their man. What kind of people?
Fadiga brother jointly to pay damages in the tune of 1.5 million. And the public have been asking, do they have the capacity to pay?
Freedom fighter, you killing our children. Freedom fighter.
Apparently, they have been dodging justice. The sheriff was able to grab them yesterday, drag them to the city court. From there, all we saw was Hussein Fadiga being wrapped into some kind of red cover and driven to Monrovia Central Prison. Oh yes, Fadiga brother, Hussein, and the man who
when they were coming, they said they were labor.
Was at the center of all that will be here and will talk to us more about other issues.
But when they came,
The shipping size of the conversation for you this morning, we are getting intelligent, very strong intelligence.
What kind of people they so?
The NSA has begun
What kind of people?
deployment of agents all across, and they are going after people, critical voices,
Freedom,
stealing critical voices. So you have to be watchful.
freedom fighter, you destroyed our country.
They are good for nothing. People passing around say the NSA people. Not so hard. So Prince Johnson can get a 150 more and get a 150 the pie around. It's so lala intelligent they can carry. Lala. But yes, folks, and all of that is happening because of the July 17, the government scare. So putting people go after people. But anyway, just to let you know, and so you be on the alert. They got a lot of NSA people passing around. So if you have your gathering, you're seeing there, they send NSA people there. But at the end of the day, what thing else you come and do intelligent on? Everybody expressing their feeling. As we come and open the phone line and call it the good morning like bros segment, where everyone will speak to the burning issues, the bread and butter issues. Every morning we'll take 10, 15 minutes, we'll take calls. People will speak to the different issues that's affecting them before we go into our conversation. But welcome to it. Hagar Gunnar, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Abu. Energetically, I don't know why I'm just somehow excited this morning. I don't know why, like I said, but it's good when
You remember your mobile money? Sonny was sticking because
because of yeah. So I think you're right, Abu. You're right because I have been facing
1 week plus,
more than 2 weeks. I've been facing a serious issue with my mobile money account. And I went to Lone Star office. I was told to do some upgrade of my SIM card, even though I previously did so. But it's good that yes, this entire thing I go pay for how they call the national identification card. The people they drain me, I got very and got tired. I decided not to go there. But it's good that they've realized that what they were doing was actually a flop. It was complete mess. And at least, again, with Trump, like Abu said, we've won. This is another victory again for the Freedom Morning Rise. We sat here, we said all these things. In fact, I brought on Montserrado County District 3 Representative Sumo Mobile here on Friday.
Okay.
And he made some points towards that. And he also disagreed with how it is being done. And yes, it's good that we set the agenda for the government. Don't mind all that sharp move they can be making. So we can sit here and set the agenda. If they claim that we insignificant, we're not nothing, why are they always paying people, recharging people phones, putting them on salary? This is I want to step in here. putting on something to be able to be able to follow us up here on our program. But it's good that we are here. This is another time. July 17th is fast approaching. We got roughly 23 days, to July 17th. And just at July 17th, Liberians are preparing to express themselves for the first time in accordance with our constitution. Liberians will be gathering to tell our government, say, hey, we elected you for this. You've gone against what we elected you for. You have to come back on track and all of that. But it's good that we are here this morning, and we are going to push until 10 o'clock this morning. Too many good things to talk about. This is our country, and it's good to welcome back the President of the Republic of Liberia. Mind you now, the President, at least this time around, we didn't hear anything. We didn't hear anything from RIA. We didn't notice anything from RIA. But it's good that the President is back here. He's back in the country. And imagine taking picture with the newly elected head of ECOWAS. Then our guys are running all around here with it as if that is the solution to Liberia's problem when President Boakai takes picture with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But again, this is it. The guys are always making efforts to push our minds from the real issues, the things that are affecting Liberians. That's why you see the quote-unquote researchers, their investigators are not going after the cogent issues, the bread and butter issues, the issues that are affecting directly Liberians, are affecting the market women, they are affecting the students, the young boys, the motorcyclists. They are not going after these issues, but they are going after insignificant issues. And this is it. This is why our country, but it's good that you can have people like us still around, people like Abu and I, Austin, Kine, and all of that. People who have been tested. People have said to us, "My man, you're too young. You have to earn something for yourself." Latin, but because we choose country over personal interest, we are still here, and this is what we've decided to do for you in our country. So all we just need from you, always when we are here, share our live, comment and send us some of your tell us how you feel about our talking points and all of that. And that is just what we want. We want money from you. We just need appreciation.
Yeah, just support,
that is it.
Support the
Just
show by
just
sharing,
support us.
and dropping
Because we
your
already know
comment
the country,
and
we
talking
know the
about
country how.
it.
So we can be here and be telling us, oh, you're saying, oh, son, you do they want no. The people that eating our country money, we can be asking for something like yours. So all we need to do is just
what think people doing in the community now? People putting susu, eating susu. You get two cup of rice, you put it together. When you're 10 hustle in the community, in the neighborhood, you put bag of rice together, half bag, or
and the reason you see it happening that way, Abu, that because homes are not cooking frequently like it used to be. They are not cooking every day like it used to be. So if I'm friendly with Abu and I'm fortunate to cook to my house today, Abu and I eat my food. If tomorrow I am not able to cook, Abu is most definitely I'm going to eat to Abu's house. So the day Abu too don't cook to your house, we eat to my house. So that is another sense of you cook to your house, we eat. Tomorrow I cook to my house, we eat, and how will be managing until
like Liberians are resilient people, right? So we are able to design means to to go through difficulties and pass. Remember the walking people Pantaga boy and all they survive the past. So although Baga is a kind of war by himself, he claimed that he had all of the experience, and all we see today is failures upon failures. Businesses are threatening to leave the country. People are complaining, and just that for protection reason, we can call some of the people names. But a lot of people call to talk to us. Oh my man, things are tough. You know what I mean? You're running a supermarket, and you have generator fuel to do. You have the salaries of all of the workers, people, the tenants in a place there to pay. Right? You have internet to pay for. You have LEC and all these things, and then in the daytime, you can recall $100 US sale. The supermarkets in this town right now, $100 US a day is an achievement for them. Waka, this is how bad your economy has become. This is how bad, terrible the country has become, and people are passing around there ignoring these things, and these things are real. And you're picking for sending NSA people to go and say, oh, people can gather here. You're saying, listen, to Mr. Johnson, you're wasting your time. Because you know what? An attempt to go out there and start arbitrarily arresting people, you say, because you want to try to sidekick the July, you can't discourage people. People will come, or it's going to be voluntary. Basically, what you need to do is to address the core issues. Right? It is your shadow that's running after you. Keep making this thing a CDC thing. No. Focus. You can win everybody over to the United Party, right? If you distinguish yourself in leadership. But you're not. This is basically what you're feeling at. And then you're shooting that by partisan rhetorics. And it's not helping you. You can wear all the last partisan fanaticism. You can't do anything to anybody. At the end of the day, we're all going to be right here. We are cognizant of the laws. We're cognizant of our borders, the limitations, and all that, right? So we're going to utilize. Nobody's going to be cowed into silence because some kind of, narcissists are occupying, certain office, and they think they can muzzle people, and then you be scared. No, basically all we're doing, we're talking. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's throwing stones. Nobody is breaking anything. So we are having intellectual engagement. You're losing the war. Clearly, the government has lost the war because the government has got nothing to show, right? You have ELBC saying, oh, ELBC, say ELBC never be the same anymore. The progress of ELBC is determined from the effectiveness in communicating the policies, disseminating to the mass base of the people, right? Once the government image remains, tinted, then ELBC is useless, right? It's not basically about the structure you put there, and you and your friend go sit down all day. Say, oh yeah, I see him saying the TV. Oh, that gonna shoot down there. Oh, no, that's not the issue there. The issue is using whatever means you have, right, to adequately inform the mass base of the Liberian people about what you're convinced are the transformative strides of the government. That is what therefore you're more peace, right? You have the Ministry of Information, the clueless folks hired to serve as communicators of the government developmental agenda and all of that, simplify for the Liberian people to understand. They misinterpreted, misunderstood, and desecrated the Ministry of Internal Affairs and used it for what? Abuse center. Every time they go there, when somebody to share their opinion about governance and ask the president, oh, Mr. President, you got to consider the next day, Daniel San will be to Mika press different. Everybody today cursing the other person, man, cursing the other person. But this is how you run the country. So basically, what happened? Liberian people got tired. They shifted away from that Mika press conference. You can see people following it. No. Because everybody know that insult you can be doing. So every time you're sitting on there, your insult can be going in circle because that you people can be listening. So basically, this is where you're missing the little things and you don't get it. So people have drifted away from ELBC. People drifted away from the Ministry of Information. Then they themselves realize, say, okay, let's do class reloaded. Let's go to our own thing. Class reloaded, they go there, right? Somebody go say now, misrepresentation of the fact that people see everything. They, the scapegoating when their corruption story, they jump over that one, they cover that one, they're talking all kinds of things. Say, no, the player not objective. The player, they won't, what they want to do, basically, they won't program our mind to accept certain things. So people leave from there. So the whole thing chakla now, the whole government chakla.
Whole government just in disarray.
Whole government in disarray. Commerce.
Because even people within the very system got issue with it. Abu Fagon is having serious issue with that entire thing called class reloading.
Oh yeah, you know what Fagon said? Fagon said all the people that established that thing, they will not sit down.
According to him, that was an effort, or that is an effort to discredit the state broadcaster, where he said so.
Oh yeah, it has made his job useless. Actually,
and most definitely.
So why should government give you money anymore?
Not many persons even following this entire ELBC.
If all the ministers and the directors say we're not going ELBC, we'll come and say now do our own class. Then why are we giving money to Fagon? It makes no sense.
Because Fagon, LBS under Fagon cannot see itself inviting critical voices that will speak to the ills in society. They will not. So what they normally do is to invite people who are within, or people who are light, talking and all of that. So if these people cannot go now because of the time they got on the class reloaded, they will not want to go sit on your BC and all of that. So it's making your BC.
Yes. For example, if I'm going to extend invitation to Patrick, say we want to talk about LTE and stuff and the generator, right? Patrick say, my man, I mean the host of the class reloader.
So I already thought I was talking.
So Steven just say, Cornelius cry, let him talk about the ghost. They say about.
But I already on class reloader. So it's just making it. ERBC has become useless now in society.
You have a useless. Imagine if I'm going to take liquor on credit and do more the TV shop to that place. If I'm going, they had the list. The man knew that you take credit. So basically, this is. But I think settle all it there.
Nobody man. The man gets 750 every day. I know every day. I think every week.
So something. The man settle. But this is how the man. The man used to take Domo. Ghana Domo on credit. CP go to the small beer on CP.
Well, it's cool. We are back here, and Abu today is Tuesday, so we still maintain the same code. Star 799 star 11 hash. Star 799 star 11 hash is the code for just $100 Liberian dollars. You stand a chance to receive instant cash price of 4,000 Liberian dollars right here. So all that you have to do, just dial star 799 star 11 hash, and then just for 100 LD, you select the currency you want to play from, whether $100 LD or 70 cents USD, and then you move next to the part that will ask you how many tickets, and then you reply with the amount of tickets, how many times you want to play, whether 7 times, 5 times, 10 times. Somebody will say, I want to play 10 times, so then stand a chance to win 3,000. That's a 4,000. So all you have to do is to just play, and this morning you stand a chance to receive instant cash price of 4,000. So between now to 8:15, 8:20, it's up to you. What you do is what we're going to pay you by. So let's wait to see that you play. Then we do our draw to give you money right here. But we're back. We're here. It's good.
Yeah, that's true. We'll go to the live and start to recognize some of your comments and all that. But this is coming in. You know, from the very get-go, we told you that Bwaka was going to institute a tribal kind of
leadership
system or leadership in the country. Everything that we're going to be discussing, rightness, morality, we're going to be defined by tribalism, your tribal lineage and association, or, you know, that was going to form the basis of reasoning under Bwaka. So people are building reasoning around, you from Lofa or Lofa. So the latest is coming from LPDP chairman, my own old man, Moses Colley, right? The chairman of the LPDP, an integral part of the Coalition for Democratic Change. You know, the deception of some of these media people, right? When LPDP people talk foolishly, then they become part of the CCC, right? But if they praise a regime, then they take them from the CDC. That means they're not part. Then they recognize that the coalition is no more. That all of the parties have assumed their independent, names and all of that positions. Moses Colley drops says he now fully supports JMB administration just a day after another CDC funding executive, Deputy Speaker Thomas Fowler, vowed to support the UP administration 100%. The former Director General of the Liberal Civil Aviation Authority under WIA, Moses Colley, right? It may sound trouble, but the fact is we cannot continue to be divided. For Lufa to move forward, we have recommitted our support to His Excellency Joseph N. Bwaka's administration with a desire to see him succeed, irrespective of our differences. A united Lufa and a united Liberia is the only way forward. This now brings 3, the number of permanent Lufa CDC officials pledging support to the UP government. former Representative Mariam Fufana, former Representative Moses Colley, and Deputy Speaker Thomas Fowler.
It's important, but again, Abu, this is where we are in our country. Let me say this to many of you out there. For me, I don't see this as something that I should even give credit or credence to Abu.
But doesn't make sense.
Abu, you know how our people in our country, especially those greedy hunters, you know how they are when it comes to the issue of their integrity. These are people who would love to go for what their pockets can maintain or what their pockets can have, than what their integrity is able to have out there tomorrow. So Moses called it maybe his support there is good. He got his own reason for which he's supporting, like he said, Lofa stuff and Liberia. But this entire thing, Abu, you remember when the president left and went Lofa for that, I know Kisi what in our reconciliation. This thing was a part of that reconciliation. So they all said these things, and even some hierarchies of the CDC are aware of that. They are also part of it. Though some of them are not coming out clean to say it, but they've committed to working and ensuring that the Unity Party leadership, quote unquote, succeed. That is why you see many of them have kept mute throughout this time, and they even made a proposal. They made a request to the government that if you cannot do anything under this administration, ensure that you connect the road from Sanaye to Vonjama. So all that they say anything, whether it will cause you to redirect, whatever it will take, do it so that we as young people from Lofa, we can have a face tomorrow. So if you see all of them
take money from other places,
so if you see all of them passing around here, that politics that they are doing it for themselves. And again, Abu, you know that the way you and I looking that we're able to maintain status, even despite not getting anything much, we are able to maintain our standards of living and all of that. Not many of these guys are able to do it. Many of these guys, the lifestyle they've gotten themselves involved into, sitting down, not many of them able to live in opposition life. So they will always want to run for what election. The benefits of election stay far. But trust us that between now to 2027, 2028, these very people that are jumping around saying all the worst things will come back and start asking for forgiveness. And that is where now we start to pick the sheep from among the goat and separate the two categories. Then we tell the Liberian people who the sheep are, who the goats are, and how to make decisions. So wait, don't matter what people do. Now they continue to go. People will go. This is a time for that they call it. That the one is almost like transfer window. So many of the players you see going now are players who themselves know that they will not even play the game. But the reason they are going is because they want when that team wins, so they themselves can get medal and get the winning bonus. Like about money. But people who want to play, people who got a love to serve their country, you're not find them running around. So they cannot manage them, not they see you. Not everybody can taste you in the country.
I think it's fair, basically, right? Well, I just like to say a little thing about this. I believe it is the right of every Liberian, as guaranteed by the Constitution, to make decisions on associations and disassociations and all that, right? But it is also strongly condemned by the Constitution in the spirit of solidifying unity and, of course, reconciliation in the country. It is strongly advised that we make national decisions on the basis of ethnicity, sectionalism, or regionalism. These are verses that the Constitution speaks firmly against, because we're running a unitary form of government. We're running a country where, there is one central authority, and everybody, irrespective of which region you're from, which political subdivision you represent, and all of that, these identities are not doesn't really matter. There is no a process of recognition that prioritizes your county basically, and and all of that. So what you have on everybody have on their document, right? Librarian, whatever, whether you can call your tribe for all of that, you can call. So basically, the point I'm trying to make, this is a dangerous culture. This is an attitude that's going to erode the progress and the inroads that we've made in our capital, social capital gains as a country and people. When the war came, the nation was divided on tribal lines, and people started prioritizing tribal affinities and regional association or alignment, county, and all of that. Clans started fighting clans and all of those things. So after the war, when we turned the corner, we do not expect that from the national leadership that debates will be premised on tribalism. Debates will be premised on counties at the national level. When the layman having that kind of thing, you can understand because it has no weight, no bearing. But when you see leaders, people who have served the national legislature before, people who are serving now, people who are even aspiring for bigger offices in the country, right, starts to herald as the primary basis for their decision making nationally is because I'm a kissy man and you're a kissy man. And when these things become broad, as we are seeing under Bwaka, it is terrible because that means the country will keep losing, right? This culture of trying to make it seems like all that matter is lofa. All that matters at this point is lofa. It's dangerous because there are other people who are from Basel, right? Will begin to say all that matter is Basel. Other people from Bong will begin to say all that matter is Bong. So these things for me, I don't like this thing because I'm one person. I do not like the kind of divisive tribal thing. No, it doesn't make sense to me. But again, we warn that this is the kind of men who were making president. They were wreckers. The late Councillor Charles Walker Bromsky, who knows this man just as many of his age group, right, were clear and categorical. Said this old man that you're looking at have always used tribalism as a tool, right, to success or progress in his life. He has always exploited tribal bigotry. And today, Bwaka is not rallying the entire country to support him. Bwaka is rallying kinsmanship. Bwaka is rallying Lofians. This is dangerous precedent. So Bwaka can be president for a stipulated time frame. The maximum at 12 years. After that, there are several other years that will happen. How sure are we that immediately after that, right? Mm-hmm. That's what Lofian will be there. So are you not troubled by the mind, the perception that will be developed in the country against low-fat people? The mindset that you're developing. So, people like Moses and what will get small respect. But they start sounding like they and talking about, and start being Moses is divisive. You guys are being divisive. Right? You guys are being divisive. You guys are being trouble. Moses, you work in we are government. We are from the southeast. There was southeast in there, well qualified, competent, that could serve, but you work there, you enjoy yourself. You serve as labor minister, you left from there, you serve at the aviation authority, and then single-handedly, you ran on a party's ticket. The people now recognize and say, oh, Southeastern United, or Southeastern Unity. Mm-hmm. This is nonsense. I mean, all of you are bigots. What the hell? You Thomas Fala, right? A man who has been alleged all through his time in public service of corruption
and the very people
budget manipulation and all that. You fella talking about low fatting. When the very uncle you're talking about resisted campaign, and CDC and George Weah insisted to have you on the ticket for how many years in district number 5? Did anybody say you loafer man? Did anybody see your loaferness or whatever? Did anybody consider that? Sedition rally with you? Why you guys are like this? You guys are exposing some things about yourself. For what? This is nonsense.
And even in the very way that he contested and won today, Abu, you saw him, you saw Lofien being killed by Unity Party partisans because of you.
But this our brother, Yaya Sise. Yaya Vama Sise is from Bon Country. Yaya who have been killed. Yaya and the other guys who have been killed in Lofa because of you. They went there respecting the party, respecting ideology. They're not tribalism. They're not candidating. Other people, all the people who sacrificed for you, Tomo Fala, you think all of them from Lofa? And then you can lecture. But this is a demonstration of failure on the part of Bwakai. Bwakai is failing the country. There is no way you can redeem yourself of the colossal failure and embarrassment that you have caused. You're a big liar. You're a scam. You're a scam, old man. The records are there. The facts are glaring. You're failing the country. So you're appealing to tribal sentiment. You're appealing to tribal sentiment. Basically, this is what Bwakai is up to. You're appealing to tribal sentiment. It's not going to help you because you know what? There are many sober hairs within Lofa County that hails from Lofa. They're very brilliant sons and smart individuals that are from Lofa County. Everybody not going to fall prey to your tribal bigotry. For this to be coming from the president of the country, what are you saying? What are you saying to other people who are from other countries, even serving in your government? Mm-hmm. What a message are you sending to them? And I hope must not be built on that.
I hope Abu, the vice president, can now begin to take cue from what is happening.
The vice president doing it too.
These guys.
So people who were with the vice president, they say that Lofa. They say that Nimba.
So I'm gonna say this, Abu, to let him know that under no condition will Lofien let down another Lofien for his business. So this is just a practical example of what is going to happen to you in 2029.
They say lead the country.
The country is divided because even within the very government, the government itself is divided. Nima people are going for their Nima project. Now Lofien are going for their Lofien project, or their Lofa project. What is that? How do we stand to understand that? Because the government that should be serving or working in the interest of the people is not more focused on the real issues, the bread and butter issues, but the government is now focused more on tribal politics. So since you're from Lofa, that's why you see Bwaka have appointed more Lofien in his government than any other country.
And this thing,
and the next country is Nimba, because Bwaka is from Lofa, Jeremiah Kun is from Nimba, so the country is cake between these two counties. So what happened to others from the southeast, others from western Liberia, the eastern part of our country, the central part of our country? All these people are feeling let down today because of tribal politics. And these are things that supported war in our country. When we say these things, we heard you, but we're saying it because of the fear that it could escalate into something else tomorrow. This is wrong.
But guess what? This is dangerous. Whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not. And there is no justification. Somebody said, Tomo Fala said, that the fact that we are who prefer him for Fonati Kufa to be speaker over him is because we are prefer the southeastern. Are you kidding me? Are you ready? Are you really serious about that?
I heard that. Somebody said that.
Yeah.
That's a justification for why he betrayed the party and betrayed Fonati.
But that is nonsense. Fala, your days are numbered. Your days are numbered, and God is actually exposing these people. Bwaka is destroying this country. Bwaka is destroying this country. The Weah you criticize, Lofians dominated Weah's political party in the leadership, the National Executive Committee. Lofa is a single county that has the highest member of National Executive Committee member in the CDC.
Mm-hmm. Even up to now,
in the government, the most influential voices are sons of Lofa in the CDC government who were cutting the shots, right? Jefferson Tamakoji, the very Thomas Fala, the very Sir Joseph, the very Pepsi Yeke, right?
Mm-hmm.
The very Finabondo, right? Call their names. All the names of the Lothians you call in the CDC government are top. So how do you really carry the argument that that this is bad, man? Lead the country. Don't bring that tribal thing inside. You want that be policy based. And you look at a whole Moses call and say, oh, let unite Lofa, that Lofa unity. Okay, so you'll take all the country money y'all carry, y'all go build Lofa part of road, right? When other people come after your Lofa government, they will turn their back on Lofa. So that road you're going to be, it will spoil. It will need rehabilitation. The people will not rehabilitate. The people will not do nothing. They will focus on other counties. How you will feel, right? The people will look at your universities, your schools. They will abandon it. They will underfund it. You will be there. How you will feel? You can't. This is one country. You can't do that. This is a dangerous seed that you are sowing. Dangerous seed. A hint to the worst is quite sufficient. They Lofa think that all of y'all Lofian we need serious minded Lofian to start issuing statements against these kinds of things. Bwaka is feeling his scoring his failure and appealing to tribal sentiment. They tribal bigot, tribalists. They zero man failure. Not useful to himself, not useful to anything. He lie his way to power he has become, and now he's feeling, and then he can't. Oh yeah, no, we the kissy people. I see what the other kissy men stealing, and look at MCSS now. MCSS, look at MCSS. You can't move the man because every Saturday kissy people can go. I channel. Do all the kind. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. We did not expect that, like, bro, in the 21st century, we'll be having conversations about this. Why did we go to war? Why did we go to war? How? These are the signs. These are the symptoms. And this man was here. He was here passing around during the wartime. They were Francis Sakila Numale, his darling nephew, right? It's a warmonger. All of that. These people here, tribalism. They slaughtered our people. They killed them. And you are elected democratically. Then you refer to tribal bigotry. This is disappointing. This is discouraging. But you know why the president is doing that? Because the president is feeling. Now, president issues an executive order. But just before that, I'd like to do a special birthday greetings for our own old man,
Joseph,
Colonel Joseph Flomo. The old man is our old man. And of course, he celebrates his birthday today.
Yeah.
And we like to dedicate the broadcast exclusively to the joy and excitement of Colonel Joseph B. Flomo, former of the Liberia National Police, one of Liberia's cream de la cream when it comes to criminal investigation and all of these things. He understands he is a reservoir. And they are not
the political investigators.
No, I'm talking about what these are people that the state must be going to, and but you have beginning and graduate and passing around. You get veteran and saying, even asking for consultation and things because this is a country. They take the whole thing from a country now. They're running gang. That when you're not in a gang, you also. So no matter the expertise you have, you gotta be in a gang. And then Tomofala and Moses call it and say if you're not from Lufa, then you also. So they come and say, our country more carry Lufa. The rest of the countries will get angry and will rise up. Everybody's more than Lufa. We'll rise up because this is nonsense. All can pay our tax. Then in the distribution, then you say, because when Lufa is a Lufa unity, that nonsense, that thing will not happen here. We'll resist it. Let me tell you, and what you want to do, we'll resist it. All will rally, we'll resist that thing. But thank God, Liverpool not even falling for that crap. The people understand. Liverpool are even disappointed in you, Bwaka. I agree. And Moses call it. What you want to tell Liverpool people? Oh, you want for all the turn on. What you want to tell the people?
Now today, Moses
your own district you from rejected you. You say you won't be sending your own district. So now, these are not views that represent the poor Lofa. Not at all. Tomofala, you have to take us out to go in Lofa to campaign and make you representative in Lofa. Right? You're disconnected. The CDC regime had to support you. You go there and deliver. You think the people foolish, the people stupid. You think you'll keep riding our people, then you can you say, oh, we often love my people, I'm not listening to that thing. These are oppressors. The Bwaka, the Tomofala, the Mosekoli, you're not getting power anymore. These are your oppressors. So they want to keep you down. So instead of you focusing on progressive and or thinking, they tell you, they say, oh, keep supporting because that tribal benefit that we have for you. That nonsense will not happen. You think we know what you're trying to do. You want to keep the people poor, they'll be doing tribal thing. We benefit. Why you're training? They be at about school, Tomo Fala get on there. When they more in, they can get your partner, your lofa partner, you can get a salary from there. That your lofa partner benefiting from Tomo Fala school. Right? The Chinese children want import to Asilometer, all the places, all they stealing every day. The money you can get from there, that your partner, that lofa content you can share it on. You must sit on there, certain group of people, you be using your say, oh, that lofa thing. Hey, check your own course. Grab your destiny into your hands and pursue it. Move from in the shadow of these oppressors, these criminals. Yeah. Eh? Why you want to tell me?
Yeah.
So
Why you want that?
let's go to I can see how they're benefiting. Right? In the country, they say government policies are instituted for the welfare and well-being of the people. The president issues an executive order, right? Ignoring everything, the hardship, the complaints that you are doing, and say that everybody in the country, you're forced to go to national ID card. Okay. Aside from that, when you sick, your past sick, your desert sick, somebody in America send your money, you won't go take it. The president said, "The man not get to you, you must take an hour." This is selfish and wicked leadership. Draconian policy implemented. The president, the man. This is the wickedness he has brought, and you people having problem. So you say, "Oh, that will Lofa people that will want it after." Nobody after Lofa people. Lofa people are good people. We'll build Lofa Rule. Lofa Rule was initiated by a Southeasterner, right? He did not see you as Lofa. Let Southeast Rule there undone. They build Lofa Rule. So somebody is supposed to carry trouble thing to you, Lofa. Lofa put your shouldn't do. You shouldn't fall for that, man. Demand more from your sons. But the man can't tell you, say, oh, let's do travel politics, who let kissy people, that bad thing. Oh. When the nation gang up against the kissy people, which we do not pray for, it's unfair. So this is bad. These same people, you just can't. One man, what kind of man he is? What kind of black man? Yeah, look at it, man. Look at the man wearing BB trousers passing around here the other day. And the man can he won't spoil the whole country, turn the whole country upside down. B trousers, old man, Jukuju, B trousers, Doga flat paper. By around here, even LEC couldn't pull in a meter. You gotta do GoFundMe for you.
He had to be.
We supposed more like that.
We
We taking responsibility. I said we doing. The ego now learn. You don't even see your old like that after many years in government doing ego now learn that you won't spoil the country. They say Senna will be giving you milk and honey and say, oh, you know, papi, right? The boss also BM in your government. You're beating Chinese people, doing all kind of things, stealing $4 million from investors. These are the terrible things you do in your country. You ain't focusing on it. Then you say, oh, yeah, that do trouble thing. Oh, you know, all the other can do. Yeah, you go break ground in chicken soup. You say you pay your own trouble people. You're not able to do it. You go take my friend machine, you put it there. You won't pay the man money. The man get fair. I say my people will get media. Will come and expose you that day. You take my friend machine. You won't pay the poor money. You say you won't pay chicken soup. Chicken soup will finish take our machine from you. Your probably lot to you. Will take our machine from there. Ask them no machine there again. That my friend machine they go borrow.
And the witnesses in that road, imagine.
Oh, but you see the Blambo council, Bambo say the whole sport, they working, they can be foreigners and say, oh, protest. Chicken soup from nowhere, but chicken soup. So they're not lofa thing. You don't fall for that gibberish. You don't fall for it. And our team fail. The masses have won. The government is corrupt. The government is failing. The government is not living up to her promises. These are the issues. Prices have skyrocketed. Look at the rate. Uncontrollable. right? This is terrible. Everywhere is broken down. The Ministry of Finance of all, right? More than 60% of that ministry is dysfunctional. The entire government is dysfunctional. You're running a dysfunctional system, right? About 70 to 80% of the entire government is not functioning actively. People go to work. Nobody can get you a list of their daily and achievement of. You say you go sit down in your office, you do a list of what you accomplish today. No, they're plenty. Sakila Numala, soon you go and sit down in your office, no, move from there, you go Royal Grand Hotel, you tell the beginner to go call Samsung launcher again and something like that. That's the thing that you're doing. Then as soon small money hit the ministry account, you say, oh, gotta do renovation on this house. Then you call another KC company, can't do BOQ. Isn't it? Blah blah. You're already stealing. You can't continue your stealing thing. Then you won't divide the country again on travel land.
Yes, it's important we discuss all these issues because our country is bleeding and we cannot sit continuously and see our country going down as it is currently happening. So we will want to give money to somebody. *799 *11# is the code for just $100 Liberian dollars. You stand a chance to receive instant cash prize of 4,000 Liberian dollars right here. We're preparing you for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be giving out a good sum of money. So today all you have to do is to dial *799 *11#, and then you reply with number the currency you want to play from. That is, if you want to play from your LD account, you choose LD. If you want to play from your USD account, you choose USD. So then the next question will be let's say how many tickets you want to put in. So at that point, you tell us whether you want to play 10 times. So if you want to play 10 times, it's $1,000. Then you stand a chance to receive. It increases your opportunity of winning 4,000 here as instant cash prize. So let's prepare you for tomorrow as we prepare to give out good money here. We want to read out that communication form.
Then Moses call you talking about, now we got division Bennett. That division Bennett, you like all of you that division, you're passing around. You're working in the other government. So in case they're going to move you, they say, oh, that's so easy. You're going to be
so in fact, Abu, if it is not, or it was not for the issue of division, why didn't he mention what he was going for? Yeah. But instead, he emphasized more on the issue of I don't want to be the division, blah blah blah. So you already know that why you're pushing, but you think you want to buy the minds of the people so they can say, oh, the men are already saying that not because of this and because of that.
During WIA time, when people were crossing over to WIA, right, they were pinpointing development
initiatives,
things that were happening. Nimapo will tell you, say, oh, the wave of road work that's going on in the county, and seeing we are impressed, we are joining and supporting George Weah. The community rules, the free tuition that the president has initiated that's benefiting the poor people, children, we are supporting the Weah regime. But you're not stating anything there. You're only telling us, say, oh, because you're from Lufa, all of them will unite. How
uniting for what exactly?
But wait, for the country to develop and make progress, that Lufa can't all of them will come together and support one thing before. So because Bwaka failed on 12 to 15 trips out to attract far rail kappa to Liberia, that because all Lufa opponents say they support. Okay, all of you support now. Let Bwaka get on the private jet and go for money and bring it. Send a will bring money.
And your Lufa road and now you're studying right now since you're not all of you now come together now. You're studying.
Look at the LTA. The LTA commissioners are dominated by Lufians. So how come, right, the LTA bidding can be completed? How come? So who told you reasoning is defined by tribal affinity or your background, where you coming from? No. And leaders are supposed to deliver for you. Bad leader, no matter how you turn them upside down, and Bwaka is one source. Yeah. Me and be talking here, you say this, that, but the realities will come home. Bwaka is a terrible. Me, I can never ever support Bwaka. Bwaka will have to convince me why, as sound and intelligent as I am, that I must consider a day to say, oh, because I do not see, I mean, nothing. You take one other woman, you pour on yellow machine, pie around, oh, the yellow machine that skin. Everything that skin. I lolo boss it. You go bring 18-seater. a mini Mamadi bus that used to be running to Johnson Street Railer. Johnson Street Railer buses. That way you go pull NTA color on. You say, oh, why can't I bring buses? When Ellen became president, we saw Ashoke land buses coming to the country. When we are came, we are say if I can bring something more than Ellen, but I'm gonna go below Ellen's standard. We are went by and brought 45 brand new plastic all on the seat. They drove across the country. Baka, what do you not bring? That Lufa people Mokan, all of you Mokan say that you'll be speaking Kisi, Loma, and Bandi, and Madingo before you can bring that one. Nonsense, man. You don't need it. Right? So let's go to the NIR team and open the phone lines and hear from you all. Capital Hill, Monrovia, June 23, 2025. The Central Bank of Liberia, in collaboration with the National Identification Registry, has issued a directive requesting all commercial banks to relax the enforcement on the usage of the National Identification Card as a prerequisite for all banking transactions. The National Identification Registry informs all public schools, all public social service provider, GSM or mobile money or just whatever, to take note and act in compliance with this directive. At the same time, the issuance of the National Identification Card is hereby suspended with immediate effect for administrative reasons. So, like I say, suspend the whole thing. So the whole NIR thing said that 400 scan thing. So say we'll suspend. Administrative reason that means there's a problem. There's a leakage. They're stealing in the place there. That's what they're trying to have from you. So scheme that's designed, and that everybody can get buy into. Oh yeah, we need our national ID card. Then they go care UP corruption there. So the professor said, lawmaker there. Everybody, the young children, the students. Yesterday, PROSA, kudos to them. They went there. They exposed them. They brought it out. So when we come here, we do not hate the president. We do not hate the government. But Baga himself does not like himself. Because if Baga likes himself, he will listen to critical voices. He will not be acting to silence critical voices in the country. Because the good thing about us, for all, we're not afraid of Baga officials. We're not afraid of them. In fact, they are afraid of us. Because you know what? These are all beggars. Beggars tend to that beggar is supposed to beggars are the least people in the country. These I won't call someone a war, but they used to be begging around here. So they even won't be responsible. You can't do something. They say, no, people don't earn our respect like that. You got to distinguish yourself. You distinguish yourself. There are people in the government here, I can tell you. They know me, I know them, but we respect them because the way they serve in the public interest. But the rest of you that decide you'll do partisan thing, you'll do tribalism thing, you and myself will own it. But he not feeling you more. That you're the one get public offices. So y'all go there, you're stealing the country money, we'll talk here. So the president had earlier on issued a draconian executive order comparing this. So now the question becomes, what happens to the president's executive order? Can the statement that I just read from NIR and the legal minds, y'all please help us, because we know how they put running the country. They posted that they didn't want no book, that they didn't want no governance, that they didn't want no. An executive order is issued. What other authority can override the executive order is basically what I'm trying to understand before we come into the merits and demerits of the actions and all of that, because we are running a country here. But I can't be running anything by himself, Jedediah, and violating all of the law, the protocol, the procedure. Bureaucracy doesn't work like that. So an executive order, as we know it, in fact, is that authority the president has to circumvent legislative procedures and bureaucracies in the attainment of a policy deemed in the interest of the public good. So this policy is in the interest of the public good, and the president does not have the luxury of time to go through all of the governance formalities and the legislative bureaucracies. So the president uses an executive order for the execution of that purpose. Now, because of how ill thought the executive order was and how draconian and of course clueless it was without doing proper assessment. In fact, even capacity assessment of the NRR to know whether this executive order, the NRR has the technological, the technical capacity, the financial wherewithal, and to execute this thing, implement this thing without any friction and all of that. You do anything, you just jump out, say, oh, the children, you can do, oh, Mr. President, you gotta do executive order, executive order. Everybody, y'all go do national identification card. Like, what kind of president here, man, people? What kind of president?
They told the papi about the financial benefit.
And now all he gets.
So
they it's not 20% will be sending it to Kadumu, be on the side. So yeah, okay, you're ready, executive order. Look at this. This is embarrassment. This is shame and disgrace. To a man who has how many years? They say 43 or 50. Okay, let's get in 50 year experience. And a Baptist deacon. Imagine, look, the Baptist church. Hey man, people, how you spoil the Baptist church name like this? Right? This old man, you issue executive order. Then your NRR man, someone from Central Bank, they say, oh, Papa, they think give me all that. So, why any kind of consultation? So I'm asking the legal people, governance people, you're being around, you tell us. So, what authority does the release from the NRC MICAT sharing it? The other man, the country waste money on carrying and welcome to go to school there. Pia in Kamba, and be causing man, be causing other people and thing around here. In can then you go put on a letterhead to even ask critical questions. Yeah, pull on a letterhead, pull it also. They just said me that one asking. I say, let me ask you for you know you can't tell on executive order versus agency press release. So that means the president issue executive order that's supposed to last for 1 year, right? Two other agencies in the president government say, president, they your decision here, for the lack of a better word, a stupid decision. A very stupid, it made no sense. So you know what? Gentlemen, let's rest him and let tell all the commercial bank. Nobody will listen to this stupid executive order. In a nutshell, that's what it means. Nobody should listen to this stupid order from the executive manager. Nobody should take it. All the social services provided, nobody should listen to this stupid order. You're listening to them.
So the thing is, I don't know whether when these guys are doing things, they do it because there are laws and that they should live in accordance with these laws, or they are doing it because they are connected to the power that be. So they just speak loosely and want to render decision against our country for whatever reason out of that. But I think from a layman understanding, I would normally say an executive order cannot be overturned by an official, like the minister, director, whatever it is. The executive order can only be overturned by either the president himself or succeeding president, or maybe the court. And I'm sure, and maybe some legal pundits can correct me if I'm wrong on that. So it's either the president who issued that executive order can say, this thing, I'm not interested in it, or this thing, maybe something have happened contrary to this, like it has happened with the issue of the NR. So the president will say, because of these reasons, like they say, administrative reason, the president can suspend the executive order or revoke that executive order. Or another president will come after him if the executive order live up to another president than you. The new president will come in can decide that I'm revoking this executive order, or I'm suspending this executive order, or I'm modifying this executive order. That is, I'm making some changes and improvement on it.
Okay.
Or the court can decide to revoke. You've gotten something towards that?
Yeah, I don't know. Even that code revocation thing, I'm not sure, right? I'm not sure if it happens. But this is from the American scenario. Executive orders are directives issued by the president to manage the operations of the government while not law passed. While it is not a law passed by the legislature, they carry the force of law within the executive branch and can significantly impact policy and administration. So what they should have done earlier is what they didn't do, and an executive order passes with the constitutional authority and backing, and then Samoa and Peters is telling us That is a nonsense. Ignore the constitution, right? Can't do. So what is the authority they have? Where are they drawing their authorities from to overturn an executive order from the president? The president blunder. The president must correct. The president must withdraw the executive order, and that's what we are demanding. Let the president withdraw. Waka, if you blunder, if you mess, you got to clean your mess. Clean it. Okay. But let's hear from the people while we await Conor Chroma.
So let's just give money out to somebody quick. *799 *11#. Want to just give me the phone there? The phone there.
This is it, right?
Yes. *799 *11#. Let's give out money to somebody right here. As we prepare to do more here. Continue to play your cash giveaway right here on the program today. *799 for just $100 you stand a chance to receive 4,000 Liberian dollars right here. So when you dial *799 you okay, just give it a few seconds. Oh wow, this phone is not recharged. This phone isn't recharged, but we will
okay,
just,
so let's
this press I'm running out. So let's just pick few calls. Is it the phone?
0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104.
Good morning.
And good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
This is President Mohammed, and I call from a protocol down Coastal Hill, Western community. Abu, it's very unfortunate. Over the last 8 years, here these guys who are flip-flopping today, the guys who are showing highest level of ingratitude in governance today, telling us that they were the masters of government. Abu, for a presidential appointee to overstay the executive order is a constitutional violation. Are they subjugating the president's job onto them? I think this is a great violation of our law. The president Boyka is still in society by now. He was supposed to be in the street asking Boyka to take care of people in the executive mansion. This tells you that President Boyka do not know the government.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Protect the people of the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you so kind. Let's talk to another person here. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Thank you for the program. Let me tell you, just not hitting your you get to your country, President Boyka is not in charge of your country. That is boys in your country. Look up for the city Africa. Think of it. In other words, President is regularly ordered to cancel yesterday. The cancel is not involved. So should I the president get there? Everything I have to do around here. See what happened. I have to someone to look up at that. That's what I laugh at it.
Okay.
I remember the key yesterday.
All right, thank you. Let's hear you.
My name is Susan Chair with my cousin Children. Yes, so in relation to the executive order, in fact, the present executive orders that were passed were instructing the NRR to get people who registered, that is foreigners, citizens of that group, to be captured in a state that was the true intent of the present executive order. And he has not been trampled on. Now he has been validated by any institution of the government. So what we normally do when the president issues those entities, right, that are responsible of who
So all that thing you're talking, what sense is that for you now? What you think you're making sense? The thing you're talking.
So you can say anyhow, but I thought.
No. I want to ask you now. You tell what is sense? The thing you say, what you really want to say? Tell us. So what you really trying to say?
Right? Listen to me, Apple. So
no, but I ask you. No, God, honestly, you can't be talking like that. What is sense? What is sense inside the thing?
For the people to get some education, they
what education you can educate people on what thing? So what's the education in what you're saying now?
So okay, fine. The president issued the executive order asking the NRR to capture every citizen of the country.
Yeah. Then what thing happened?
That is the true intent, right?
Then what thing happened?
I come in after the.
No, what thing happened now? The president issued executive order. So what thing happened?
But we unite me. You want
no. I'm asking you, my man, Baba man. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Abu, and let me say good morning to your many listeners tuning to the broadcast.
Morning.
Yeah. This is David King. I do join you this morning from my residence. You see, the young brother, he's struggling.
No. Forget about the young brother. You make your point.
Yeah. I listened to Mr. Fala yesterday on social media, saying that he part of the government, he support this government. In fact, he's a kissy man from Lofa, so he's gonna join the Lofa and solidarity. Look, let me say this to Fala. George Weah being is a Easterner. He did not talk about Southeast first. He started him back on the building of the Lofa Road.
Yeah, but forget about George Weah. This is Fala's
Alright.
decision. What do you
Now,
make of Fala's
Fala-
decision?
Fella who will pick up from the side of the road. I can tell you in 2005, Abu, I was in district number 7, not district 3. Okay, we campaign for Fala. If Fala have black and white photo, one will place it on somebody's building, they will tell us, hey, take that thing from my house.
Which one, the carbon copy?
Yeah, carbon copy. All right. It was in the night on that Jacob field where you live. It was in the night when George Weah lifted the hand of Father up and said, "This is CDC Kennedy" in 2005. All right. Goy and Emmanuel Blake, all the guys are still on Danachair Road.
So Fala say all that thing you do, all of you are dangerous creature.
Fala he's an ungrateful idiot, and I can say it for free. Fala is not carrying anything that grace. Fala, if he had grace before, that grace is gone for him because this is the higher level of ingratitude.
Okay, thank you very kindly. Ingratitude, the highest level of ingratitude. More calls. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm having Johnson calling for tomorrow. They should have full Mozzarella.
Go ahead.
The central bank governor, that validate what I've been saying on the radio. You can't come up with a seriously hardy guy that you say everybody must take, down to Johnny man all must take. Just because you want money.
No, that Baka said that one. That Baka executive order said that one. The central bank say that nonsense. Nobody must listen to it.
That was coming to. Then the central bank governor coming back to say, oh, they see what they mentor. They do having Johnson men talking and two and nonsense. So they come to everything and then do it the right way. You can open hardship to the same thing.
All right, thank you, Arvin. I'm sorry. The last, of course. This is Comrade Austin Kawa. Austin, good morning.
Good morning, Abu. Let me say hi to Higa.
Morning.
I was following the conversation, and actually, the one that has to do with the lawmakers, the former lawmakers in fight. They interested me to call.
Okay, brother.
I don't know who wrote the piece, but I don't think Moses Cody is not a sedition. That's the first thing. Yeah, Moses Cody is.
It was written by a pro-regime media house. I don't want to call the name, and that's all. I said, yeah.
But Moses Cody is originally a unity partisan. You know that. He just left the Eric start off under the PDP.
That's correct.
And that's how he left the Unity Party. It seemed to Mahmoud Fofana is former chairman for the UP Legislative Caucus. You know that. She served as chair for the UP Caucus up to 2017-18 when Henry Castle took over. So those are all Unity partisans who are returning to their political party.
That's correct.
So they want to make it to look like seditions are leaving their party to support Joseph Waka or the UP. I mean, that does not make sense. But you see, I'm concerned about the messaging.
Okay.
And always be talking about democratic literacy. And this is where it comes in, and this is where it starts from our leaders or former leaders. When a former lawmaker decides to leave a political party and declare support for the ruling party, and the only message or the best quality of the message is trap.
Trap.
Then it's scary. In decent democracies or literate democracies, people decide to join ruling establishments because of their achievements.
Yeah, correct. The agenda.
So
the
any reasonable person will say, Mr. Bwaka took the economy, our GDP from 4.5% to 8.2%. This is a legitimate reason for me to going to support him.
Correct.
I see the expansion of our road networks. I see the stability of electricity. We're looking for, quality.
Correct.
Social services delivery. What can we point to? What can Moses Cody as a former lawmaker? Moses Cody used to be chairman of Ways and Means.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, Nukwe was speaker. So what can Moses Cody point to as a reason? Forget about Monserrado.
No, but the only reason, Austin, the only reason they're giving, and that's why I was kind of shocked, that former leaders, legislators, by that way, will be saying because they want a local unity, that sense of tribal, connection and all of that. That's basically, they're not telling you that Bwaka is doing this, Bwaka has done this, he has made this reform. They're not saying that. They agree that Bwaka is not doing anything, but because he's from Lofa, they got to give him support.
Sure. And this is the disaster that we have to deal with as a country. Because, man, let's forget about all the other countries. Let's even focus on Lofa and ask Moses Cody, Mamu Fofana. What can Lofa boast of after 19 years? The Unity Party ate 12 years of the 19 years.
Mm-hmm.
So Bwaka was vice president for 12 years. Moses Cody, Mamu Fofana, all of them were influential people in the UP enrichment. 12 years, what can Lofa boast of? Say, these are our achievements under the UP. Just in Lofa, just we had to take electricity to Foya and Vojama. Just we had to go to Lofa to start building a mini dam to provide electricity. Just we had to take paved road to the district that Father represents today. And these lawmakers are telling us they don't care about these social services delivery. They are concerned about tribe. I'm disappointed. And this is disgusting.
Let me ask you a point. Do you think the locals in Lofa will buy into the rhetoric that these quote unquote former leaders and leaders are heralding? Do you think the people will buy into it?
And I'll tell you, this is the biggest disappointment in Lofa. The young people will buy into it in their majority. Even though there will be some of them who will not buy into it, but in the majority, look, Abu, if you
is Lofa that trouble?
Yes. I keep using the word disaster because I know the impact, and you know the impact. You know what we went through during the campaign. It is a disaster. I can tell you for free, Lofa, Nima, those are countries that are disastrous to our democracy. They vote on tribal land, they don't go for quality. Look, you have election tomorrow in Lofa, the Lofians will still regroup and vote in the majority because of tribe, not on the basis of achievement. And this is the hard facts that we must see. They will still vote. This is serious. And all these people will go back in a different districts and take TC or trap to the different constituencies and say, let's vote Joe Bwaka, let's support Joe Bwaka because he is a Kisi man. And this,
do you foresee as an analyst around these political issues in the country for quite some time now, do you foresee that this could propel other counties or other people from other places rallying and forming a kind of voluntary alliance?
All counties is already doing so. All counties is already doing so. I'm told there's a big meeting on the weekend. The only difference between Bonk and Nima and Lofa is that Lofa seems to be in unison far better than Bonk. Bonk seems to be divided. So the majority Nima, yes, Nima is together, even though there's a new portion that finds itself in the opposition. And trust me, the Western region tried, it didn't work. Hope it's going to work because you remember there's a Western region, some sort of direct stuff that they had that they don't work. I don't know how whether they're trying to reactivate that. I mean, one of the chat rooms since I'm from there.
Even the Bassa Bell as well.
The Bassa Bell, I hear that there is an organization ongoing between for River says portion of my GB as the Bassa people there and the Grand Bassa County as well. Because man, you people that youngly then who have political ambition will not sit down and see the Pele people regrouping. The Kisi and Loma and Bani people going together on a Lofa. The Gio and Manons going together on a Nima. The Southeasterners may want to come regroup as well. And the pastor will not say that and say, let's wash. They too have to regroup. And Kega said something which is interesting, Abu. We have already passed 60% in tribalism in our politics. That is the highest degree of democratic illiteracy. If it says to us that we are no longer making decisions on the basis, we're no longer making decisions on the basis of quality, achievement, capacity. No, we're making decisions on the basis of job.
Okay.
So our democratic illiteracy rate has increased far beyond 65%. I can say that any day, Abu.
More than pre-war.
What do you? Yes. Go and do your research. You've been traveling around the counties. Yeah, they both vote. Go to Nima, the most recent election, by-election. What do you think the voters are going?
So all the two doing we see however because you gotta count the radio you speak by I can't speak my Madingo and he got speak man and you know can't speak a Guevo we just be doing that trouble thing now.
It's good that Hagar in the still ask Hagar about his experience in the man because Hagar does not support a particular person. They ostracize him, they attack him. I explained that with a couple of our Nima friends in 2017.
Yeah, but my very
there's a journalist friend that we have. So a famous journalist friend that we have. I can say this now because Senator Josie is dead. In my presence, we worked together before. Please, Josie always used to call that man and attack him. He saw the man because he was not supporting him. They go after you personally if you do not support them. The same thing is happening in Lofa right now as we speak. Do things out there threatening them to back off, or they are appealing using the poor society and the different society people to talk to them, to convince, to pressure them to either go in silence or support the regime.
Okay, brother, you're in a banner on the hard talk. Let me take other people.
Masisi has been on the line. Let's speak Masisi from this side. Masisi, morning. Good morning. I'm trying to get you on speaker. I'm trying to get you, but let's continue. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the show. I listen to you and I listen to who sings Kew. Will let it have with they can't come in. What we say Kew will let. They can't be let it go ahead. Every nonsense, let it come and back it and come and defend it. They go ahead. And so the issue of Thomas Fala. No, I don't want to go to my Fala PDMC. We know Thomas Fala key from. We know who you is. I know what Thomas Fala is. You are one joining 40. Who are the Thomas Fala? And he's telling Liberians that this man.
You saw the man in Johnny Tiabo? You saw the man in Johnny Tiabo?
I said Johnny Tiabo. He said me to the law. I said Johnny Tiabo. Me say me re-echo. I said Johnny Tiabo. Maybe not understand me well. And maybe listening to the show. I don't want to say the master see. Then he came to the phone and said, "What you say about me?" I said, when Johnny Tiabo is still people playing on the playing and they brought you to town. Because we are living it up. He's talking about blessing for Boaka. Nobody can believe that one. It's for the devil of the belly. Nobody can believe that one. What are you saying? So there's no fear in Lofa. Nobody can believe it. That the blessing coming today is for Boaka. What were you? Come on, father. Who will put your dead boss on the altar?
Star 799 star 11 hash. We want to give money to somebody after this call. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Daniel Saki and I joined this morning from Bro Community. But each other told you I go with the father who is still very content. The father, everything you say to all, you're not like mocking CDC, but you only make it out of this strong. Because every other thing today you enjoy it. It's true, the medical religion of democracy.
Your creature.
You cannot be just showering and go free. So say you're waiting for all info to write in your statement. I will say too, we are prepared for you come to the now. Thank you guys the money for putting me down.
Okay. Star 799 star 11 hash.
We're still waiting him. Any moment he comes in, we will just begin the conversation.
Yes,
it's 5 minutes after 9 o'clock already.
We hope he can do so in time. So yeah, let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
And good morning to everybody there in studio.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Jackson Cooper calling from Center Street.
Go ahead, Jackson.
I'm very much disappointed, and to my father, because I don't honorable him any longer in my life.
The men are honorable, man. Whether you like you or not, the men are honorable.
He honorable for local country.
For you, the men are leading your country.
Because out of here, I shared blood for Tomo father when we were contesting 2020 on the CDC ticket. I work in the office of the most of the country. So if Tomo father can be ungrateful, we're not surprised of Lovia being ungrateful. Alright? Not just surprised of ungrateful, all Lovia.
Is it about being ungrateful or tribal politics?
No.
All right. This guy
Thank
is.
you, man. Let me tell my UP man. UP man, hello. Why you call the defender United Party?
Well, I want to get my view on.
Yeah, what is your name? Call your name for it. Let the people know you coming out to Usin Kewuna. You're two UP men. Go ahead. Let me hear you.
My name is Barney Kruma, and I'm calling from Claratown this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to commend Honorable Thomas Fala and Chief Moses Colley.
Okay.
You know, for their support to the people of Lofa. You know, I think.
So Thomas Fala is not criminal again, right? He used to be on KSQ calling Tifa criminal. He's not criminal anymore, right?
No, Tifa is a patriotic citizen. And
so why you used to be calling a man criminal when you know you are a patriotic citizen? So you used to be lying to yourself too, right?
No, the term you were calling criminal, that was during the campaign time. So
okay.
Obviously during political time,
No. So during the campaign time he was a criminal? During the campaign time he was a criminal?
No, he wasn't necessarily a criminal, but
okay, so during the campaign time that means you were lying, right? During the campaign time you were lying?
Political rhetoric.
We were campaigning against him, so
okay, so that's why you were lying on him.
No, we were campaigning against him.
Yeah, you were campaigning, and why you were lying on him because you were campaigning against him, so you're lying, you're calling criminal, and you know that you're not criminal.
The reason is that we wanted our candidate to win.
So because you wanted your candidate to win, why you lie on Thomas Fala, you're calling criminal? Oh, okay, you were demonizing him.
Yes.
So that very demon that you're demonized now, that the demon now become Messiah now, right?
No, Thomas Fala is a good man. Tifa is a patriotic citizen.
Okay. So the only problem in the thing here that you're the United Party people. Thomas Fala is a good man, he's a patriotic citizen. But the devil is in the thing here that United Party because you're lying on a good man, you're lying on a patriot, you're calling a criminal because you wanted to come to power.
And I want to tell Tifa and Chief.
No, forget about that one. You will not hear that one. Hey, you won't tell anything you?
Many other people and honestly, I don't be surprised to see Jefferson Koji, Benedict Konga,
so Jefferson Koji, y'all want Jefferson Koji to come to? He get how they used to call it. Say what gonna? No, he used to call someone Scott. Say the mega son a group of people. That he get that one again. You guys are liars. You guys are liars. My man, how do you feel knowing that you are a liar and an embarrassment to yourself in the country? You lie on people today, you're celebrating them. How do you feel?
Okay. That was the time.
How you feel? How you feel? How you feel? Now your national radio, the country is listening to you because the country already know that.
Do you regret lying on them?
You lie. How do you feel in your own country? You lying. There for power in it. Your brother is sleeping old puppy. You're lying on other people. You're spoil their reputation, their character, your name. Jefferson Koji has ascension now, but now you celebrating. Oh, Jefferson Koji Mokan, that means
well, I want to say this again, Abu. Every Lufian that are in CDC they should please come and join the United Party and get
Valley, thank you, man. Thank you, my brother. Man, you gotta go for your color brigade scratch card.
Why again change the party name from Unity Party to Lufa Party? They will know that you're all from Lufa Alliance.
So easy. I tell you, I say the poor will be so that's no. The thing I like about them, man, making loud. And you talk to the message, that thing of
is that politics who are the demonizing them? It's terrible. It's terrible when our country's politics will be going to that level.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu Sherry, alongside Higa Gona.
Morning, boss.
Well, yeah, this is Mohammed, the one who will find you. Well, Abu, I would like to appreciate you and Gona when those guys from the other side, when they come on the radio, these guys get an ample time to lie to the Liberian people, to let the Liberian people know that these guys, they are liars. And the other guys from the other side always coming on this platform saying that he's a Muslim. This guy, the reason why anytime you say that he's a Muslim, it helps me a lot. Because we the Muslim, we don't lie.
Man, I'm Muslim. You can't be for that.
No. Okay.
So how sure you the Islam is doing that a better one than the man? So leave that one.
Yeah. No. I'm not judging because I'm not saying I can't lie. I'm not saying I can't lie. I can lie, but I don't lie continuously.
You can lie one time.
Yeah, but now always.
Who's singing lie always?
Always. This guy, it helps me when this guy says he's a Muslim. It helps me. The thing always it doesn't help me, but when you say he's a Muslim, what helps me?
So the way you can lie one time, you think you're already lying one time. My man, they forget again. Everyone's stomach. That's how they go. Everybody can lie one time, the other man can lie often. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning, Abu.
Morning.
Good morning to the co-host. This is James Corba Moyala, and I'm calling from Tupolo.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Chief. The likes of Tumupara, it's a disappointment to we who supported the CDC and the likes of Para. We sacrifice our activities, our lives, and we supported them because of travel.
But our politics, the mail in your party. It's just that the reason he's giving for going on the other side is what we are assessing. But of course, making political decisions to align and realign, these things are also happening in politics. But the reason he's giving is
let's look at the bigger picture. Let's look at the bigger picture here. There's a picture to protect. Because for me, I'm a Lemon man. I'm not going to follow that particular slogan to say we talk from Lofa, so we support Waka. If it's instilling, we support it because we come from Lofa. It's those who can look at who's bringing the reality, who's bringing the achievement, who's delivering to the people. It's not Waka. If you compare the new president, we have 2 years to that Waka 2 years president, we are surpassing. Firstly, and you allow me to sit there and say, I support Waka because we can look for it. Those are travel issues that took us 14 years ago unrest in the country. And if we're not careful, we'll be damaging the young people generation to come. That's my disappointment on Opara and that's the most important. They are not seeing the future. They are endangering the lives of Europeans. We know who went through in Europa there. We know how people went through. These are things that we should not support.
Salary says it again for Moses Colley as senator. So, I understand that one. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Abu. This area Toba.
Go ahead, Father.
I want to say to God bless you. He's taken to carry to the dark world. He destroy.
So, what is the dark world? Now, you know the part of the dark world?
He went. He knows it. But the property of everything that he carried that he condemned. God bless him. Thank you.
Thank you. Father, finish talking. Okay, so we stay. Higa will come and continue from here. Let me try to check up and see what is happening with our guests.
Okay.
And know exactly what the. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
I don't want us to get credence to this father attitude. His conscience will judge him. Thank you.
So what happened to your conscience?
Father conscience will judge him.
Yeah, but tell all that conscience and which one of the conscience will judge him?
The conscience I carry him to come that I told him to say, oh, what is that?
Also, when you join United Party, conscience can judge you.
Yeah, but I mean, Fala already betrayed the party ever since.
Which party? CDC?
The CDC, yeah.
But the man says CDC, you sedition are dangerous creature. That's what the man said.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Just the same betrayal. It's just the same betrayal.
But do you agree with that?
Well, I mean, that sounded nonsensical.
Nonsensical. All right. I mean, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So
077610410486500104. Let's talk to this person from this line. Good morning. Hello. Okay. No time to waste on this one. Don't waste your time to call me on private number because I will definitely not respond to that. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You're live on the radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Bensonville.
Go ahead from Bensonville.
Yeah. You know, people that some father there, we don't blame them. We don't actually blame them. Mm-hmm. We blame nation who makes it today. And today you will come back and say those people are dangerous creatures. Oh God. Why would someone father be so much ingratitude at that? We don't blame him. We don't blame him. Because the greed that is in him, he trying to, I call it, bad settlement on our side. So he can remain in power to just take him. It is why he's doing that. But we don't blame him. God will judge that guy. God will certainly judge.
All right. God will judge him. Our guest is somewhere around, so we have to be. Morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. You live. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead. You live.
Morning.
Go ahead, boss. You live.
Hey, bro. My name is Ivan. I do join from Ghana Virtual Christian this morning.
Go ahead from
Mexico. The issue about Tomobara, I don't want to put every thousand. Tomobara here exposed that he tell about the people and all of that brand, and he is a senior man because you can see these people all 12 years. So do you think that he is still not even exposed for a few more than he has been with the people?
So you think Thomas is with the guys because he won't protect his wealth and time?
It's so easy for the people. He tell the people
exactly what he wants to do.
I didn't see that look at the people that actually what he say is true because he actually thought that he's very much in one of the creatures in the city there, having to live in the city. Then the people was actually not something that they would trust. But he just, let me just say, Papa is barrel within the United Party. The part who used to be sensible with the past government, he's not working at that point. So they will get control to say all the opportunities to take him. So
Thank you so kindly. Let's speak justice. Call *799 *11 # will come back and give money to you. Morning.
Good morning.
You live. Go ahead.
Peter Ika calling from Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah, Thomas Salah behavior just like the women that are don't relationship to relationship. Every time
yeah, go ahead.
You want to talk together.
You should learn on the path what you was. People that brought you up, people that and that's poverty.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be easily laughing. It's wrong.
Okay. All right.
Okay, thanks a lot. In fairness, I don't know how this is anything for people to start jittering like Austin Places Square, right? Primarily for the regime to even be celebrating the return of Mariam Fofana or Moses Koli means that the regime is failing. Absolutely they're failing. These are United Party people. How can that translate into taking the lay sedition to United Party? And you all cluelessly will sit and say CDC setback. How is that setback? You are having the biggest setback as a government. You're failing, you're losing, you're getting unpopular. Your partisans are protesting in Bond County against your vast leadership style. You're losing them on a daily basis. in Kakata, Mangibi County, the young people are getting increasingly frustrated. The lack of job opportunity. They are envious and jealous about what they saw the young people doing CDC time and why SIM is not happening for them because they campaigned for the Unity Party in Buakai because they wanted it to be them. And it's not happening. Right? They wanted it to be them and it is not happening. So they are disappointed because you lie your way to power. And you think by igniting tribal bigotry earns you any advantage. Anybody, they fall out. Right? It is sedition that made Fala. Fala did not make people sedition. Fala did not make anybody sedition. Sedition rallied around him and made him all he became. Let's see in the next round of elections. Let's see. Then there where you start to count the impact. But as it is, you only know one greedy man who's basically trying to protect his trucks in B Mountain and Asilomita and his different government contract that he used his portfolio to arm twist concessions in the company to pull yellow machines with them. This is basically what he's doing. And this were the things United Party people, the truck drivers, the truck owners campaign against CDC for. They say CDC officials were going the places they're supposed to go get contract. They were going there and taking their contracts from them. So the very people that are doing it, those people are going back to the Unity Party. So how do you think you have been rescued? No, you have not. So because the thing you're seeking to rescue yourself from, right? The SSS, the liabilities, they go in and say, oh, we got to protect our truck near to B Mountain and all the other concessions. So Vamadi, having 20 trucks and things say, oh, we're using our CDC power to get it, you're not going to get it anymore. So United Party, by admitting these people, you will hurt your base significantly. You will hurt your support base, right? The truck drivers, the tanker drivers, all in FPRC, they were complaining. They say, oh, they not get a trucking contract. B Mountain get a trucking contract to Thomas Fala and Sir Joseph. Thomas Fala and Sir Joseph, they go on United Party. And you thought it was a CDC thing. They go on United Party, so you go take it from them. I challenge the government of Liberia to take those contracts from the people today, right, and see whether Fala then will still remain committed. So these people are not moved by conviction. They are not moving because Bwaka is doing anything meaningful. They're basically moving because they want to protect their ill-gotten wealth. Thomas Fala told somebody in confidence that he has to do this to be protected in FOIA. He has to do this to protect his investment in FOIA. So this is not organic. But any which way, God is cleaning the CDC. The CDC is going through a spiritual bath. All the dangerous species, dangerous elements, God is creating a window for them to be flushed out. And the party will have to be very, very careful not to admit these dangerous species in who basically diverted what should have been the benefit for each and every seditions. The personal lives, they sat over in sedition, will just be singing behind, oh, Fala, oh, Sao, and everything. William Sano, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, veteran Abu Sharif, one of the real finest journalists.
Morning, my dear brother. Victory has been won.
Obviously,
the puppet regime has succumbed.
The Freedom Everest family, who thought it was, who was very being conscious, very far-sighted, did their own analysis and research, and thought it was to join the Liberian People Advocacy, and today we have won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so basically, what is your impression about the whole thing? I mean, as much as I've identified some issue with how it happened, but for you, it's about the ends that justifies the means. So, what is your impression as a lead campaigner who identified the contradictions in the actions of the president's executive order and of course the way the NR was proceeding and the denial of basic services to Liberians. How do you feel? What is your general impression?
Obviously, I'm somehow excited because the government is not proof of wrong, they prove all right of our argument. We told them what was wrong, and they have realized some of those mistakes. One of the mistakes has to do with showing that all banking institutions must go back to status quo ante to protect the right of the Liberian people as per Article 11 and Article 20 that talks about the natural, inherent, and inalienable right that Liberians have. Article 11 also talks about the right to enjoy life and liberty. So under this Executive Order 147, those rights were violated, and I think the government has given us that right back and restored our right. And then we want to say we appreciate the government for being farsighted, and we appreciate the Liberian people. But what remains is that we have not won in totality, because our argument has centered around to ensure that the cap be issued to the Liberian people free of charge. And if Mr. Isaac Peter have argued that because of funding, the government has not made funding, and that's why the car has not been issued free of charge, we are about to launch the main campaign where the Liberian people will petition the 55th House of the legislature to ensure that that such funding be made available to the NRR in the tune of $30 to $37 million, insofar the president can ride a vehicle, electoral armored vehicle, nothing less than 1.5 million. Obviously, we think from our national resources, it is not President Braga money, neither it is Speaker Kuhn money, it is the Liberian people national resources that will ensure that the 30 to 37 million be made available to the NRL so that the Liberian people can obtain this card without any burden and hindrance.
I mean, that's going to be the next campaign of the students?
Obviously, the students will be led by the students, and the Liberian people will take charge like they did in a few days ago. They will provide the all-crowd. They will all-crowd to the 55th House of the legislature to ensure that money be allocated. That will be the next campaign, because it all centered around the previous advocacy. But since we have won certain part of the debate, we are saying we have not won in totality, because the government has not announced that the card will be issue free, and that will be our next turn.
Congratulations, and of course, I believe the militant will choose song on a party today.
Obviously, the Liberian people are celebrating, and obviously the militants will celebrate. And obviously, we are going to celebrate with Freedom FM, because Freedom FM played one of the key roles in ensuring that the victory was being won. They provided the argument using that platform, that they have many followers, and we appreciate the Freedom FM family.
Thanks a lot, my dear brother. Thanks a lot, and congratulations. This is smart advocacy, and that's what we are pushing our students. Sometimes we come here, we tell you, we are not just being critical, we're not just criticizing. We tell the young people, when we disagree with the young people, we say, oh yeah, just stop throwing stones. You see, this is victory. When a student starts to engage in these kinds of constructive conversation on the national level, now allow it to then be telling you in soup chat, oh, you're going to stone. No. This is not what we are saying. We, as veterans of the University of Liberia, when we interact with our young comrades, we tell them, look, gentlemen, you gotta take your time, use your time, look for debate, government not do this, do comparative analysis and structure something, come to us, we'll create a platform and you go. And of course, people like William Sano took advantage, and of course, this is it. And whether you like it or not, I mean, credit to him, right? People were only murmuring and grumbling. He took his time. Every day, you send me some resource material. Oh, veteran, this one, yeah, that one. I said, okay, but then let's go for it. And this is where we are. So we give our support to the next one, and I believe if we can spend $1+ million on 2 vehicles for the president, of course, the president should fund $37 million, right, to enroll every Liberian on the NIR process. That shouldn't be a problem. If lawmakers can pass whatever they pass for their own personal vehicle, let's give every Liberian, at least let's give every Liberian the national identification card. Nobody should pay a penny. Government should foot the bill. You're using the money on yourself, so why you can't use it on the Liberian people? So you have to join the student, you have to join the masses. The people are suffering, the people don't have money. You will pay for it. It's gonna be the next campaign, and we're not gonna allow anybody to pay a dime for any national ID card. The government should source the money. It should source the money, should raise the money, or to go out there and fetch for it, make it available, and allow Liberians to enroll and have the national identification card. Everybody in this country must be identified. It is our right. We're not begging Mr. Bwaka for it. We're demanding. We're demanding that Mr. Bwaka makes the national identification cards available free of charge for the suffering masses. The people are suffering, they're hungry. Instead of using that $5, you can buy food for themselves and the children and the grandchildren. You pay for it. You pay. You can't be using the country money for your self-pleasure all of the time and the people are suffering. Right? So yes, let's take more calls. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call. And of course, you'll be live. Let's take more views on these and others. Good morning. Good morning.
I'm Brenton is watching from Freeport community.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to know the citizen ID that you're talking about. So bring it in a Vera district, yeah?
If they will bring it in the Vera district?
Yes.
I know because like UP government, maybe they will get to the UP offices and see, but we didn't see any statement from them yet. But that's what we want it to be a national endeavor now. It might not be UP team or say, oh, go to the other UP party headquarters. So we expect, and that's what we are demanding the legislature to make money available to decentralize the process. And everybody go and obtain the national ID card. That's what we're opting for. Oh, okay. You drop off. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so round two. Hello, good morning.
Thank you, Abu. So I rejoined from District 2. So who call? There will be different centers. Most rather we have.
Do you work with it? You know where you can make your mistake. You know where you can make a mistake. You don't speak as if to say you're working there. You don't have that authority. You're not working there. You're misleading the people all the time. You can't tell if you like. How you misleading the people? Do you work with the NRR? People say there will be different center. No. I do not know you to be. Introduce yourself. If you tell me you're speaking as an official of the NRR, then I can allow you to say that. But if not, you can be a propagandist and then you be acting there. You on top of information. Whole day you lying around here. You're not lying. All the radio station.
Yeah, come on. So as a concerned citizen, because you listen to the radio, to benefit something, right?
No, but you can't come here. You speak like you authority. You know about it.
Okay, I'm speaking. I will sing care with
okay.
Right?
So what you think? You think it will be created all across, right?
Yes, and most rather going to have 100 centers. For one county, we have 100. My Gidi and the rest of the other counties.
All right.
So,
thank you very much. Let me squeeze this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Okay. Good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Jed, man. I'm calling you from District 7. On the Pala issue, Pala prepare for alternative now. We know that prepare for Pala alternative now. He has killed political ideas. So for whatever he just started, that's African was trying to get right to pay. Our tax people are using the private jet, then they use it on us as society. We pay our taxes, the government, then we benefit. We just have to finish our killing and research here every year. So that government can afford that too. When they pull up on being selected, for the more being selected, just go to your
everybody, Lebanese people, everybody. Listen, people that campaign against the dual citizenship that didn't want to say Baka. Yeah. So let's take this break from the look of things. I think we'll have to just use the time on something. Since these national identification cards appear very, very important, we'll just expand the conversation and make rearrangement for Konokuma's appearance. But let's take this break. Graham, step up. We will be right back.
my musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hand for the real authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Stop the people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door.
Oh, yes, indeed. Crime Stopper Liberia. And of course, folks, welcome back to the Freedom Morning Rise and Freedom 87.9. For those of you who cannot remember the content of the President's executive order that was issued on the 9th of May 2025, we're going to read it for you. And this is it. This is what it said. President Baga issues executive order mandating national ID enrollment for all citizens and foreign residents.
So I hope Hussein can follow to know that.
Yeah, all citizens and foreign residents. See how the woman say you made 20 minutes, you made all citizens. What kind of probably will say it, right? So May 9, 2025, the president said, Baga Senior, right? President Joseph Newman Baga Senior has issued executive order number 147, mandating the enrollment of all citizens and foreign residents into the National Biometric Identification System and the mandatory use of the National Identification Card as the primary credential for accessing public and private services across the country. That's what the president said. The president said that everybody in this country, citizens and foreigners, must be enrolled into the National Identification Database, Biometric Identification Database, and that for anybody to get any services within the bailiwick of Liberia, you must display your national ID card. We go to referendum. They see president say, you might not vote for dual citizenship. They not go. The president comes and say, to hell with all that, your referendum thing. Right? This man is violating the law in peculiar ways, very dangerous ways. And by the time Liberians wake up to the reality, there will be something that will happen in this town. No trap building, no counted building. The executive order demonstrates the president's commitment to strengthening governance, eliminating fraud, improving service delivery, and enhancing national security through digital transformation. When you take our national ID card, you give it to foreigner, then after you finish selling a job to foreigner, you sell the job permit. He sell it to them, then you finish, you take national ID card, you give it. When they make a national ID card, no need to go register for job permit again. Right? They make a national ID card, so there will be no need to go register for job permit. This directive is a major step towards securing our national identity system and building a strong digital economy, said President Boaka. A credential or a credible and secure identification system is vital for inclusive development and equitable access to services for all Liberians, he assured. Key provisions of Executive Order number 147 include mandatory enrollment. You see, it's a matter of force. It's a mandate. I mean, whether you not get money, whether you not eat today, you eat today. But I say you forced to go get it. Even if you go steal that far, you steal it, you go credit from Jalo, you pay Jalo money. Jalo can't beat part to your all. You must take it. He care less. He even get time for whatever you want to say. But I say it's a mandate that all Liberian citizens and residents must enroll. Say whether you just coming from Lebanon today, or as soon as you enter the country, it's a must. You must go take national ID card for Liberia. What if the how for a 3-year-old experience looking? I want it. If this is how for the 3-year-old experience in government looking, I want it. Let's see. That we are making more better. All Liberian citizens and residents must enroll in the NBRS and obtain a biometric national ID card. Foreign residents and visitors staying in Liberia for more than 90 days are required to obtain a foreign ID card. It's a foreign ID card. Access to service. The national ID will be required to access essential services including education, banking. I mean, for I see about it. For you to go to school, you're trying to go to school next year. Say you're going to show your national ID card, or you not enter that school. The school registrar will not enroll you. When you go pay your child school fee, you're going to say, "Why your national ID card?" Say, "Oh, I don't get it. No, forget it. You're going to say, now you're not go to school." Say what happens? Say, "But I say, anybody you don't get a national ID card, you might not go to school." That how draconian the policy was, right? What kind of president signed the kind of insensitive is that and putting us on, right? This is it. It says what? Schools, primary what? National. Okay. Schools, including education, banking, telecommunication, for you to get call on your phone, you talk to your family and team. You don't get national ID card. Pagase, patch owner with a generator, 3,000 generator, will cut you off. Healthcare and government benefits. So, though your man, your partner, where your social service money, you won't go for it. You get national ID card. Already, he won't pay that social security play and go take money from the back. So he won't pay your people money already. You see, and you can use national ID card. You get it. Okay, we're not paying you again. This is terrible, right? Government benefit used across public and private sector. No, so you come and say, "Oh, me, I'm working in government. Or are you in the private sector?" All of you. What are you doing? Your lay, small lay, concert, airline benefit, selling plane on the plane fee. You get national ID card. People will close your plane fee shop. Down part of walk. But we serve as the primary identity verification tool for all government ministries, agencies, commissions, and eligible private sector institutions, including mobile network operators and banks. So at this point, your passport and all the other things you used to be talking, they're all subservient to the NIR card. The National Identification Registry will manage enrollment, issuance, and identity verification and coordinations with government and private sector entities. All ministries and agencies must issue sector circulars enforcing compliance, data protection, the collections and use of biometric data shall adhere strictly to the National Identification Registry Act of 2011 and all applicable Liberian data protection and privacy laws. This executive order aligns with the Government of Liberia Digital Transformation Initiative launched on May 1, 2024, aimed at modernizing systems, fostering interoperability across institutions, and laying the foundation for a robust digital economy. The order takes immediate effect and remains binding until amended or repealed. And I like that part of it. The president said it remains binding until amended or repealed. And either of that has not happened. CBL and the people say That nonsense the president is talking, nobody will do it anymore. So let's take additional calls. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call. Right? Are the numbers to call. I do not even understand what is the urgency that president have to issue such a very strongly worded
Let's
executive
talk
order for.
to this person. Morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to really ask His Excellency President Blackeye.
Okay.
Let me tell us actually the reason of foreigners getting the identity card. That's what I want to know from him. Then explain to us.
Okay. Hinankan Wazi. Thank you.
Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Maga can call us people in the country.
Morning.
Keep waiting for that. I can print on you, yeah?
Hello?
We'll respond to you.
Okay. 0776 104 104 86 500 104.
Eugene Jebo. Eugene, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Eugene Jobo. I call you from Capital Bypass. Abu, I've been following the conversation. Let me say things. But one thing I can always admire you and your picking, Usi Ku. The picking is so informed.
Yeah, I don't mind.
But interestingly, Abu, I listened to why you just read the executive order 147. I think 147. I was surprised when a guy came from Sierra Leone just a few days ago and he told me that you're going for the NRR card. You know, and I said, no, but you are not in the category of stealing, the card. He said, no, Eugene, the president, included me. I said, no, but you seriously, how you get the national ID card? I did not read that until you explained to me this morning and you read it clearly.
Oh yeah. So citizen ID card for sale. You can't go buy file out to be like citizen.
So lastly, the issue of our Simon Fala. You can recall before the 2017 election, you have almost 15 to 16 senators. 19 senators, very good. 19 senators that support. The people of Liberia in 2017 said who support Baka, who don't support Baka, Georgia will win the presidency. And it happened.
But so no people that are supporting Baka, who tell you that serious people? No, all the people are serious people.
We don't worry about them.
Even their own children and say you can't even care all of them.
Exactly.
These are non-entities. These are people who've been stealing when the country won't keep stealing. These are rogues. The nation already know all road. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Sharif, and good morning, Toyega.
Morning, my brother. Morning.
I'm Siliki A. Dore, calling from supermarket Ghana.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you are telling us about the issues of the RD on our protest will be there because the representatives and the senators and that of the president, they can be buying expensive cars and then they are easy on time that you are not here. We are here for us to even be expensive car, we should pay for it. No, I don't think so because once you are a citizen and during that thing I had. The government should be able to deliver you.
So we are telling the government to pay the money. So we are going to war with taking with Africa. Then again, to Sierra Leone and everybody now. We have to pay the money.
Exactly.
But Siliki, I know you're disappointed about the rescue.
No, for me, I'm not a United Partisan. I had someone to say about teaching because I didn't participate in policy like that much.
Yeah, no. You don't necessarily have to be a citizen, but for the public.
No. For me, I'm actually disappointed. Even when the kids are supposed to, you can expect Apple to do that.
I think Everybody will know. I told you. Everybody. Hey, God. What kind of rescue looks like this? What? We can enjoy ourselves making fun all of the good for nothing people. Then hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
How are you, Chief?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's hear you.
Yeah.
We're selling national ID card 2 for 5.
Abu, me, I don't need no ID card, and nobody can take my citizenship from me. I don't have money to pay. I don't even go in there to spend on the land to go for ID card. I do my normal business to make my life.
But we affect tomorrow.
But the day you won't go, you won't go to the bank. The president said nobody more. You won't go register your children in to the school. The president said the school not registered.
I'm not paying my money bank. I want my living. I give it right now.
I read the president executive order in here say even to access education you got to get a card. So that one there, that phone, say by fire.
That executive order enough for me. It's for different people, but enough for Blama County.
All right, Blama County. Anyway, all of y'all are local people. The local, say Blama. Say me a Blama County. I'm from Tusu. So, Baga from Foya. Hello, good morning, Eugene. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Abu, this is Daniel Saki from Community.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, concerning the article, President Program get paid to you, we know you create. You told that Brentford you're going to round people to go to a executive mansion. Now you see 1.2 million car. So please get an opportunity to people. There's now a PJ program. There's a program about other get an opportunity to people and if you get an article free of charge. We know you create, you wouldn't want it for people, we know we're going to get it for you. But there's some like, we all need a lot of people, even if it's for you. You deserve the article to get the public free or charge. Thank you for the return.
Okay. So it's like the national campaign has begun. Free of charge. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Abu, good morning.
Good morning.
This is from my wedding. I just from cabinet shop this morning.
From where? From the cabinet shop?
Yeah, my cabinet shop. They should tell it to my village.
I mean, how the business that people can come face bay and thing, or everybody putting a match on the ground.
You say. There's the car that the customer got a price for us now. So the car they want to get out, we can listen to.
But you're supposed to refuse it. You're supposed to refuse it first.
You know, before we don't used to have the press. Yeah. We are when the customer can we show them the price. But now that we can be asking how much you bring, how much you get. So you say we are very rescued for that already.
Okay.
You know, Abu. I listened to Osika talking about the government coming to decentralize the national article registration. Every country will get not 25 or 50 or center. You see, Osika call one of our sister program last time lying that with next year, all of the private school in this country, the government school, they will be eating 3 times per day. Osika, I want you to say that day.
You not all I want to?
Hey, my brother, I say Osika. Every time the government can put money in a phone to call on different station. When you finish with freedom, you go to Bozala Bureau. When you finish with them, you go to Pana. When you finish with them, you go to Kinsa there. That's what he can do. What he said, 3 times per day. Children will be eating next year. The government will feed children 3 times per day. So it's like for me, it's like myself, I will start going to school over because if I come to my shop, they bring me to someone say, there's no way. I will get uniform, go out here, come back. See what I'm saying?
My man,
I want to have the money.
All right, thank you very much. Oozing and Lao, Oozing the national liar. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Sharif and Jika. Good morning, Jika.
Morning.
Thank you.
Oh, the man go. The WhatsApp phone, the guy.
Somebody was calling.
My man say you begin say. The government going to make all the children to eat 3 times in the school. You hear that one?
Morning. Check out the PR for some school. Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Chief. Morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Abu. this uptown bill or new bill swap coming in Minneapolis. But
Pio, good morning, man. What's up?
I'm bad, brother. Yeah, well, a little bit confused, right? About this whole national item, right? Because honestly, the first time I experienced this thing when I used to live in the UK.
Okay.
And then when I moved to Canada, I also saw it. And then I came to the US, I've seen it too. But the essence of this, they don't call it national ID, right? They call it government issue ID. Government issue ID.
Mm-hmm.
And the purpose of their ID, right? And based on what you read, I didn't see it in what you say for in America. So, for example, government issue ID is used at all government functionaries, right? For the purpose of getting major documents in the country. And then also, if you don't have a driver license, right? If you don't have a driver license, you can get a government issue ID because most institutions will ask you for two government identification card. That is, it can be used at any institution where government recognizes for basic purposes. So now, one of the major issues there, the ID is used for in the Western world that I know. It's needed for crime. Because, for example, when police pull you over, right, in North America, in Europe, first question I ask is your ID. They use that ID to know whether you're a bad man or a good man. And once they run that ID, they don't find anything on you. Right? If you commit any offense, if they have to let you go and want you to let you go. But if you're on a warrant, maybe for speeding ticket or shoplifting, or the court or someone unwanted debt that the court wants you for, and you don't want to go pay that money, they arrest you. Okay. So my question is, are we just issue the ID for the purpose of collecting money for revenue check, or we are linking it into our national database for the police, the NSA, all security apparatus to track criminals?
My man, I have money, man. I have money, man, and doing it. But thank you very much. But Chief, what's up?
So let's take this quick break. But let's take Crime Stoppers. Let's take Crime.
Exactly. Let's do that quickly.
Just quickly.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hand for the real authority. Well, it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you cheche. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people.
Okay, folks, that's basically all the times we've got to be here, and we have to call it a day on today's presentation of the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. And let me see what we can get happening right here. We have deferred the appearance of Colonel A.B. Kuman to tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be here ready. You know, all these court processes, sometimes you go in alone and call you, oh, Chief, you got to come show fair. So basically, and we apologize for the disappointment, but trust you'll be here tomorrow. Until we see you tomorrow, do have a